Wait, stop. Before you say I'm tired one more time, can I ask you something?
Uh-oh. Leo, that face means trouble.
Good trouble, I promise. Quick question. When's the last time you used the word good, bad, tired, or hungry in English?
Honestly, this morning. Probably 10 times already.
Right. And that's exactly the problem we're fixing today.
Wait, what's wrong with tired? It's a totally normal word.
Normal, yes, but also a little small. In the next few minutes, we're going to make your English sound bigger, stronger, and a lot more like a real person.
Okay, now I need to know. How exactly?
15 small words you already use every day, and 15 upgrades almost no learner ever hears about.
Don't tell me which words yet. Let people wonder for a second.
Fine, but here's a promise. By the end of this video, you will never say very hungry the same way again.
That's a bold promise, Leo.
It's a true one. Stay with us.
Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Ella.
And I'm Leo. Today, we're covering 15 advanced English words that instantly upgrade the way you sound.
Not grammar, not homework. Just better words for real life.
Can I admit something first?
Always.
Last night, I texted a friend, "I'm so tired," for the 4th time that week. Then I stopped and thought, Leo, you teach English for a living. Say something better.
Did you fix it?
I wrote exhausted instead. Honestly, felt like a whole different person typed it.
That's exactly the idea behind today's lesson. English isn't about knowing more words. It's about knowing the right word for the exact feeling. Think of it like bricks. Tired is a plain gray brick. Exhausted is a brick with a light glowing inside it. Same wall, but one of them shines. I love that. So today, we're building a wall with 15 glowing bricks. 15 words that turn okay English into, wait, are you a native speaker English? And here's the real secret. None of this is about being perfect. It's about noticing patterns. Once your brain sees the pattern, small word, bigger feeling, you stop translating in your head and you just start feeling what to say. Ready to start? Let's go, word by word. Stay close because a few of these hide a secret rule that almost nobody teaches. We'll reveal it later. Word 1, easy. You already know it well. So what's the upgrade?
Effortless.
Ooh, fancy. What's the actual difference?
Easy just means not difficult. Effortless means it looks smooth, like there's no effort at all. Math is easy for her, is fine. But she makes math look effortless? Now you're painting a picture.
One more example. He speaks 3 languages effortlessly. That just means it looks natural for him. No struggle at all.
Same feeling, brand new word. Quick question for you at home. Which sounds more impressive? The dance was easy or the dance was effortless?
Yeah, we all know the answer. Effortless wins every time.
Next, hard. Any guesses before Ella says it?
Challenging.
And here's a small secret. Hard can sound like a complaint. Challenging sounds like you're strong enough to handle it.
This job is hard. Sounds tired. This job is challenging. Sounds like a hero talking.
I need that energy at my job, honestly.
Let's speed up. Fast. What's the classy version?
Rapid.
Small trick here. We don't usually say he is rapid. We say he is fast. Rapid prefers to describe things like growth, change, or a heartbeat.
So, my heart is beating rapidly? Perfect. I am rapid? A little strange.
Exactly. Same meaning, different job to do in a sentence.
Now the opposite. Slow.
Sluggish.
And sluggish isn't just slow. It's slow and low energy. Think Monday morning traffic or your body after a huge lunch.
I feel sluggish after eating. Painfully relatable for literally everyone watching right now.
Here's a fun one. Smart.
Brilliant.
Fun fact. In British English, brilliant can also just mean amazing. Like, that's a brilliant idea. So it works for people and ideas. Double power word. I really like that one. Last word before the quiz, funny. Hilarious. If funny makes you smile,
Hilarious makes you laugh out loud, maybe even lose your breath a little. The movie was funny. Nice movie. The movie was hilarious. I'm still laughing about it tomorrow. Here's your cliffhanger before we test you. The next word is about fear, and it's one almost every learner uses the wrong way. Quick thinking trick while you guess it. Ask yourself, is this a normal amount of scared or a lot? If it's a lot, your brain should reach for the bigger word. Hold that thought. Let's see what you remember so far.
No pressure. Just answer in your head.
Question 1. What's the stronger way to say scared?
Think it starts with a T.
Got it? The answer is terrified.
I'm scared of spiders becomes I'm terrified of spiders. And suddenly, we actually feel your fear.
Question 2. Which is stronger, funny or hilarious?
You already know this one. Hilarious. Bigger laugh, bigger word.
Question 3. A little harder. Fill the blank. The traffic today is so... we haven't moved in 10 minutes. Slow or sluggish?
Sluggish. Because it's not just slow, it feels heavy and low energy too.
One more. Quick round. Which word means looks like no effort at all? Easy or effortless?
Effortless. Easy just means simple. Effortless means it looks graceful while doing it.
Look at you. 7 words in and you're already thinking like this works. Let's keep building.
Word 8. Angry.
Furious.
Angry is a 5 out of 10. Furious is an 11.
My mom used to say she was furious when I came home late. I never once thought, oh, she's just a little angry.
None of us did. And actually, you already gave away part of word 9 earlier, Leo. Tired.
Exhausted. Remember my late night texting confession? That's exactly it.
Fair point. I'm tired is a normal Tuesday. I'm exhausted means you just ran a marathon. Or at least your brain did.
Next, hungry.
Starving.
Fun fact, starving technically means having no food for a long time. But in everyday English, we just use it to mean super hungry. Right now, feed me immediately hungry.
I'm hungry. I could eat something. I'm starving. I need food or something bad is about to happen.
Here's how that choice happens in real time. Imagine it's 2 p.m., you skipped breakfast, and your stomach is loud. Ask yourself, normal hungry or a lot hungry? A lot. So your mouth reaches for starving, not hungry, automatically, once you've practiced. Exactly. That whole decision takes less than a second. Nice. Onward. Dramatic, but painfully accurate. Now, cold. Freezing. And the opposite? Hot. Boiling. Picture this. It's cold today? Grab a light jacket. It's freezing today? Where are my gloves and 3 blankets? And on the other side, it's hot today? Turn on the fan. It's boiling today? I am not leaving this air conditioning for any reason. We usually say boiling for water at 100 degrees, and apparently for July every single year. Accurate every time. Next, important. Crucial. Crucial means so important that if it's missing, everything falls apart. Sleep is important. Sleep the night before an exam? Crucial. Here's one more small example. Water is important for your body, is true, but a little flat. Water is crucial for survival? Now it feels true in your bones. Nice. Almost done. Beautiful. A sunset can be beautiful, but a sunset that makes you stop walking and just stare? That's gorgeous. And our final word? Rich. Wealthy. Small but useful difference. Rich can also describe flavor, like a rich chocolate cake. Wealthy is only about money, and it sounds a little more polite, a little more formal. He's rich is casual. He's a wealthy businessman sounds like the opening line of a movie. 15 words, fully unlocked. But don't relax yet. Next, we're taking these words into real life, where they actually live and breathe.
Let's start with daily life. You're ordering at a small cafe.
Excuse me, is this cake very sweet?
Not too sweet, actually. But I have to warn you, it's absolutely gorgeous. People come back just for this cake.
Then I'll take 2, please.
See that? Real people don't say very beautiful cake. They say gorgeous. And apparently, it sells more cake.
Funny how one word can make you sound like a tourist or a local.
Right. And it costs zero extra effort to say the better one.
One more from the cafe. Imagine someone asks how the soup is.
It's not just hot, it's boiling. Give it a minute. See? Instant local energy.
Now, work life. Your boss just handed you a new project.
I know this deadline is challenging, but this project is crucial for the whole team.
Notice that. Not hard and important. Challenging and crucial. Same message, but it sounds calm, confident, professional.
Try it yourself. Next time work feels hard, try calling it challenging instead, out loud.
Small switch, big shift in how confident you sound in that meeting.
One more, and this one's a little deeper. Feelings and dreams for the future.
Imagine texting a close friend late at night.
Honestly, I'm exhausted from trying so hard, but I'm not stopping. One day, I'll be successful, even if it's a slow road to get there.
I get that. Some weeks feel sluggish and some feel rapid, but you keep going either way.
That's real friendship right there. One sentence and someone feels understood.
Feel how natural that sounds? Not, I am very tired, but I want success. It flows like a real feeling, not a textbook sentence.
That's the whole goal. English for your actual life, not just your notebook.
3 contexts, 15 words, 1 simple idea. Better words don't complicate your English, they clarify it.
Exactly. Ready for the mistake almost everyone makes with these new words?
Now, the mistake almost every learner makes with these exact words. Ready?
I'm ready. Is it a grammar rule?
Simpler than that. It's one tiny word. Very.
Uh-oh, I think I know where this is going.
Words like terrified, furious, exhausted, starving, freezing, boiling, and gorgeous are already at maximum strength. So very terrified or very starving?
Sounds a little strange to native ears, right?
Exactly. It's like saying very perfect. Perfect is already the top. There's nowhere higher to climb.
Honestly, I made this exact mistake for years, saying very starving all the time, until someone gently corrected me.
So what do we say instead?
Instead of very, native speakers say absolutely, completely, or totally. I'm absolutely exhausted. I'm totally starving. Or honestly, just drop the extra word. I'm starving is already strong enough alone.
Let's do a quick ping pong. I'll say it wrong, you fix it. Ready?
Go.
I'm very furious right now.
I'm absolutely furious right now. Much better.
This weather is very freezing.
This weather is absolutely freezing. Or even simpler, just it's freezing.
The view from here is very gorgeous.
The view from here is absolutely gorgeous. See the pattern now?
I'm very exhausted after that flight.
I'm absolutely exhausted after that flight. Or even simpler, I'm exhausted.
I was very terrified during the movie.
I was absolutely terrified during the movie. That extra very just doesn't fit anymore, does it?
That mistake is actually a good teacher. Once you notice it, you almost never say it wrong again.
Quick reason why in one sentence, these words already mean extremely. So adding very is like double strength seasoning. A little too much.
1 splash is enough. Got it. Let's test you.
One more quiz before we move on.
Fill in the blank. After the marathon, I was completely blank. Tired or exhausted?
You know this one. Exhausted. Because tired usually needs help from very, but exhausted stands on its own.
Question 2. True or false? You can say very gorgeous.
Tricky, but
False. Gorgeous is already extreme. Say absolutely gorgeous instead. Last one. Which fits better? The company saw blank growth this year. Fast or rapid? Rapid. Because rapid loves to describe growth, change, and progress. Bonus question. Which sounds more polite in a job interview? I'm rich or I come from a wealthy background.
Definitely the second one. Wealthy just carries itself better in formal moments.
You're getting sharper every single minute. I can actually feel it.
Here's a trick for choosing the right word in real time, even when your brain freezes completely.
I love this one. Tell him.
Before you speak, ask yourself one tiny question. Is this a normal amount or a lot? If it's a lot, reach for the bigger word.
So, if someone asks, "How are you feeling?" and you're so tired you can barely stand, don't search for grammar rules. Just ask, normal or a lot?
A lot. So the word is exhausted. That question becomes automatic with practice. Give it 2 weeks and it happens in your head before you even notice.
Here's a bonus trick. These 15 words aren't the end. They're a pattern. Every simple word has a stronger partner hiding somewhere nearby.
Nice has one. Big has one. Interesting has one. Once your brain learns to search for the stronger word, it starts doing it automatically for every word you know.
Quick note on where to use these. Some of today's words feel more spoken and casual, like starving or boiling. Others feel more written or professional, like crucial and wealthy.
So texting a friend, "I'm starving," is perfect. Writing a work email, "This deadline is crucial," fits much better.
Same idea, different room. Learning which room a word belongs in, that's what makes you sound advanced.
Love that. One more short game before we wrap up. Want to try it?
And here's something worth remembering on the hard days. Compare yourself to yesterday, not to a native speaker.
Think about a video you watched last month. Back then, maybe you understood half of it. Today, you probably understand more than that.
Here we go. I'll describe a moment and you think of the word before I say it. Ready? I woke up and the weather outside was
Freezing.
I opened my laptop and the Wi-Fi felt so...
Sluggish.
Then I looked out the window and the view was just...
Gorgeous.
See that? Your brain is already reaching for the bigger word, automatically, without translating first.
That's the whole trick. Patterns become instinct. That's the real goal.
That's not small. That's real measurable progress. Time isn't your enemy here. It's quietly working for you every single day you show up.
One more small secret. Say these words with a little extra energy in your voice. I'm starving hits different than a flat I'm starving.
The word does half the work. Your voice does the other half.
Quickfire round, just to lock these in. I'll say the simple word, you think of the upgrade.
Go fast. I'll keep up.
Easy,
Effortless.
hard,
Challenging.
fast,
Slow.
rapid,
Sluggish.
smart,
Funny.
brilliant,
Hilarious.
scared,
Angry.
terrified,
Furious.
tired,
Hungry.
exhausted,
Starving.
cold,
Hot.
freezing,
Boiling.
important,
Beautiful.
rich,
Crucial.
gorgeous.
Wealthy.
15 for 15. Look at you go.
And remember the rule that ties it all together. The strongest words already stand at full power, so let them stand alone. No very required.
Here's your only homework tonight. Just one sentence.
Pick one word from today. Use it to describe something real in your life. Then write it in the comments.
Maybe it's I'm exhausted after work, or my city is gorgeous at night. It doesn't matter which one, just make it yours.
Or try combining two. The traffic was sluggish, but I still made it, and I'm proud of that. 2 new words, 1 real sentence.
That's advanced English. Not complicated, just specific.
We actually read every comment you leave. And honestly, your sentence might be exactly what makes our day.
Learning a language is slow sometimes, like walking through fog. You can't see very far ahead of you.
But you're still moving. Every word today, every small win, is quietly pulling you forward, even on the days it doesn't feel like it.
So next time your mouth freezes and the words don't come out right away, breathe. You're not behind. You're just becoming.
Even on the days your voice feels shaky, keep using it. Shaky is not the same as raw.
Thank you for learning with us today.
See you in the next one. And don't forget, 1 sentence in the comments.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.